Hi, welcome to the Whitey the White Guy show. I'm Whitey. This is Cracker. He's my co-host of our wonderful politically correct show, where we never curse or say anything bad about minorities. And today we're gonna do a concept we have on the show called Prelude to Review, where I tell him about a film he's gonna hate, and then he has to watch it, and then we're gonna do another video, and he's gonna say what he thought of the film, or vice versa.
Okay.
Recently, Cracker has made me watch, or has preluded that I need to watch.
Sidekick, starring Jonathan Brandis, Joe Piscopo, and the immortal Chuck Norris. That's still hurting.
And Bo Bridges?
Bo Bridges, Mako, Winnie Cooper from The Wonder Years, some very pretty Asian lady,
Oh.
but
Okay.
it has Chuck Norris
Oh, fuck.
as Chuck Norris.
As Chuck, which is like double indemnity.
Anyways,
So now it's my turn to prelude him a film I know he's gonna hate.
okay.
Though I think this won't be like the same kind of hate.
See, that's the problem. You never find things that I'm gonna hate.
It's like stabbed by different objects, but you're still getting stabbed. So the film I'm gonna make you watch came out in like '94, and it's called MindWalk.
MindWalk.
MindWalk. Go for a walk. MindWalk.
Okay.
It stars Sam Waterston and John Hurd.
Oh, I know who Sam Waterston is. Okay.
He played he was in that TV show.
He's in Serial Mom. I've seen.
He's in a bunch of stuff. Him and John Hurd. You're gonna know him when you see him. And then someone called Old Norman or some lady. I don't know her name. She's some European lady. And now, if you don't know us, I'm a bit of, despite appearances, a bit of a sophisticate who went
He
to
actually is.
university and learned a bunch of things. And I think about politics and political theory. I just went on a rant about how America is becoming a fascist state in a recent video. And he had nary a fucking idea what I was talking about when I talk about stuff. I just mentioned the House and the Senate and lost you completely.
But I was brought back with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but then we talked about Hulk Hogan and his dislike of colored people, or whatever he had to say.
Anyways, MindWalk.
So MindWalk is not a film that you're gonna like the same way I'm gonna hate your Chuck Norris movie, but you're gonna hate it because it's a bunch of intellectuals talking about really boring shit for a full hour. It's literally three intellectual sophisticates walk around and discuss systems theory and politics and policy. So it starts out. Sam Waterston has run for president of the United States. I believe he's a U.S. senator. He loses, and he gets together with his old buddy from college, played by John Hurd, who was a former speechwriter, who is now, I believe, a playwright or a poet. And then they go to France, where I believe it was Saint Marie, however you say, Saint Marie. Fuck me, I'm France. So they go to get away because he's just got his ass stumped. He wants to get out. Well, Sam Waterston wants to get out of the United States, and they meet a Norwegian physicist who's a pretty lady. They're all in their 40s or so, and they wander around and talk about things that intellectuals like to talk about. It bore the fuck out of you, dude.
So I'm gonna hate this because
I'm
gonna hate this because I'm dumb.
No, it's not. It's not dumb. It's like there's one point where they're talking about systems theory.
I'm gonna look up John Hurt. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, it's and then he's like, oh, it's like he's like, oh, it's like keys on a keyboard. So if you play this note alone, it's off. But he played it in sequence.
Oh, the dad from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Why did you just fucking say that? Okay. Anyways.
The dad from Home Alone.
All right.
And they walk around and they talk about history but every time I mention politics, you're like, oh, this guy is a senator and a speechwriter.
Okay.
Talking about politics for an hour and a half. And then they get into systems theory. And systems theory is like if you have a bunch of trees and they shed acorns, say it's pine trees or whatever comes from acorns, and then that it develops a system. So it's systems theory. So it's a system of this. You're gonna hate this. So I saw this back in like 98, 96. And I was just like,
Did you hate this film?
I loved it. I was like, yay, smart people stuff. I want to go to college.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
went to college, and I'm like, I fucking hate smart people. I hate you all.
Oh.
But again, you're like a Chuck Norris,
I'm not a Chuck
Arnold
Norris fan.
Schwarzenegger guy.
I'm a
Like
Schwarzenegger guy.
that's your genre.
Yeah, my genre is 80s.
And
So
I'm like, here's a bunch of people talking about politics that you hate.
yeah, that'll suck.
So it's
At least it's not religious though.
the whole
Is it religious?
I think they are all people of science.
Okay.
But I know they talk about religion. They talk about theology, science versus religion.
That might be interesting.
Yeah, I doubt you'll hate all of it, but as a whole, it's just gonna bore you to tears. I know there's a good like 20 minutes.
Is it Dune boring?
No.
Oh.
And this is an hour and a half that will feel like an hour and a half. Where Dune was 2 hours, that felt like 8. It felt like 2
that
hours.
was just the prologue
Of waterboard torture or something.
Okay.
So that was 2 hours of being someone taking, like a Zippo to your tits or some shit. Dude, like a Zippo to your tits.
That'll be on the poster.
Yeah. So MindWalk is now your homework assignment.
Okay, so I have
on top of The Last Outlaw, something else.
So I have MindWalk and The Last Outlaw that we know of for sure.
Yes.
You have Sidekicks. Wait, that means I have to give you one more. To be fair. Yeah. Stay tuned to the Whitey the White Guy show because he's going to upload my next Prelude.
So, your thoughts on MindWalk?
It sounds like it's going to be boring as shit.
It'll be boring as shit.
I like John Hurd.
Yeah, and
Alone Dad.
Sam Waterston.
Sam Waterston can be fun.
And
you say the other girl's pretty. I'll be interested.
Yeah.
I'll be interested in the science versus religion thing, but the rest of it sounds like it's going to be boring as hell.
Like the three of them, they there's like a phone call at the beginning, and then they're in the phones, and they meet in a car, and it's Sam Waterston and John Hurt driving on the street going, "So you lost, huh?" Yeah. Then something inner monologue, and then they take a right. Pretty bad loss? Oh, it sure was.
So it's
something.
It's all basically, it's like 90 minutes and you can cut out like an hour of it.
You won't, I don't know. And then they're in like an old windmill or something. And they meet the lady and she's pretty, so they're both trying to hump her. And then they discuss intellectual shit for the rest of the film. And they're walking on a beach and they're talking about something. And then they're in a chapel and they're talking about something. And then the movie ends later.
The smile isn't because of
back to America.
The smile on my face isn't because of
and then ninjas come out on raptors and they shoot.
The smile on my face is because I know what our next Prelude is.
You're thinking about how you're gonna kill me later. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be boring. See, that's my problem. That's my problem. Like you said, I'm the Schwarzenegger, blow him up, or mindless, homicidal maniac, horror movie killer type of fan.
Something to do gets his arm ripped off, beat to death with his own arm. And whereas I'm like, let's talk about plants.
Wow, this is gonna blow nutsacks.
This should blow screwing balls, dude. Oh.
Alright, I guess. MindWalk and The Last Outlaw.
There was one other one we gotta do, but
I'll have to go through it.
No,
I don't think it was a prelude. You just wanted me to watch Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah, you gotta get caught up on Pump Up the Volume.
Because Samantha Mathis boobies.
Pump Up the Volume, I think.
Yeah, that was just a regular movie review.
Yeah.
And Samantha Mathis boobies.
And then once we figured out the copyright strike stuff, we did Three Stooges. The recent Three Stooges. I gotta get that edited.
Oh man, I remember that. I was fucking drunk as hell during that one.
Were you? Because something Barney.
I just remember it was bad. But that was like our 10th review that night, and I had like 7 beers.
And I thought that somebody else a Stooge was referred to something that he was. There's Joe. Curly Joe.
Yeah, we argued for that for like 10 minutes. And I proved you wrong, and you
Sue. And you said Curly Sue was a porn star or something. So, no, Kids movie.
Anyways, wow. Kids movie. All right, MindWalk. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna be pretty boring and horrible. Yeah. So thanks for watching.
Sure. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
I guess.
And we got terminated. Mm-hmm. We need Schwarzenegger. You were terminated. And then we lived because the Terminators never actually killed the guy. That was fair. Kind of good journey.
How can you fucking end the video like that?